services, at least in terms of what Visa sees.
And I mean, every economist and or market strategist who comes on air wants to talk about credit card spend and what they're seeing, but you guys have the best view. So what are the numbers telling you right now in terms of just the willingness of the consumers to spend overall, regardless of how?
Boringly stable. It has been incredibly stable for the better part of the last year. And we know that there's some inflation in the numbers. In some cases, people might be spending more on food and less on discretionary purchases. But in fact, they're spending the same amount, and they're spending it in the same way using their Visa card. We don't see the SKU level data, David, but we know, for instance, when we look at supermarkets, we're seeing the share of the more discounted supermarkets move up, whereas the share of the more premium supermarkets moving down. So we do know there is some movement from, say, premium brands to generics. But in general, I think because consumer balance sheets, particularly in the U.S., remain strong and employment levels remain strong, I happen to be in the more optimistic camp about where we are and where we'll go.
So you think this can continue into 23, that we're not going to see a significant dip, and where the Fed's actions are not going to ultimately dampen demand, so to speak?
We'll have to see. I think personally, if the Fed gets it right, which they may or may not, but I think employment is a key number to watch. If employment levels stay at a decent level, I think that